In this video, we're going to answer the age-old question, how do you survive a bear attack? Actually, it's not that age-old. It's a pretty new question. Regardless, in this video, we're going to try and answer it, and the answer is going to surprise you. So make sure you stick around until the end of this video to find out exactly what it is. Hi, I'm the Director of Content for an Association of Wilderness Medicine. Now, if you've ever been in a bear country or watched any nature documentaries, you know bears are big, strong animals who can easily overpower just about anything, including humans. However, attacks from bears on people are actually quite rare. So today we're going to talk about how to prevent bear attacks, how to react if a bear does decide to attack you, and most importantly, how to survive a bear attack. In North America, there are two main types of bears that people need to be concerned about when they go into the backcountry. That's grizzly bears and black bears. There are some differences between these two types of bears. And while both are large omnivores, grizzly bears tend to be larger than black bears, have a rounder shoulder hump, longer claws, and a concave facial profile that gives them kind of a dish-shaped face. Black bears have shorter claws, a less pronounced shoulder hump, and a more straight facial profile. In general, grizzly bears are more aggressive than black bears and will charge more readily, and they also have more powerful swats with their paws. On average, black bears are somewhat less aggressive, but it's important to note that both grizzly and black bears can exhibit a full range of behaviors. So even though a black bear might be less aggressive in general, it doesn't mean that every single black bear is non-aggressive. So let's say you're backpacking in the backcountry. Hear some noise in the middle of the night, wake up and there's a bear sniffing around your tent. What do? First off, hopefully you took the time to properly store your food. If you didn't, well, this is probably why you're getting a nighttime visit from a hungry bear. Bears have an incredible sense of smell and can detect even the smallest morsel of food. And that means they can smell your food from miles away. How to prevent nighttime surprises like the one you're now experiencing. Make sure you use bear canisters or bear bags when required, or at least hang your food properly if those two options aren't available to you. And if you're curious about how far a bear can smell food, check out our video that explains it all. But let's assume that you did everything right and stored your food properly, but the bear still found it. Maybe it was a persistent little guy, or maybe it had some super smelling powers. Either way, the bear is now at your tent and you need to act fast. If the bear decides to charge you, the best thing to do is to run away. Running on the tops of your toes will make it harder for the bear to catch you. And once you get a good distance away from the bear, climb a tree. The old adage of climbing a tree to escape a bear attack is actually true in most cases, assuming you're nimble enough to do so. Bears can climb, but they don't really enjoy it, especially if there's a tree with a nice smooth bark. They prefer to climb trees with rougher, more jagged surfaces because they have better traction. So if you can get up a tree quickly and safely, you should be fine. Just make sure you bring bear spray when you head into the backcountry. This has been shown to be effective in deterring bears. But what if you weren't able to get away and the bear tackled you to the ground? Well, according to the experts at Yosemite National Park, if a bear tackles you, you want to protect your head and neck with your arms and try and cover your mouth with your hands. Once the bear lets go of you, you want to keep your eye on him and slowly roll away from him while protecting your head and your neck. Hopefully, in that 3 seconds, the bear won't think that you're a tasty treat and decide to attack again. The idea here is to show the bear that you re-not prey and you re-not an easy meal. Now, oddly enough, if the bear actually does decide that you are a meal, your chances of survival actually increase dramatically. If the bear flips you over and tries to gnaw on your backside, try and play dead. Seriously, this may sound like some 19th century wives' tale, but playing dead has been shown to work. There was a case in 2004 where a grizzly bear flipped a backpacker named Amy Huguenard onto her back and began chewing on her buttocks. She played dead and the bear lost interest and wandered off. In another case in 2008, a grizzly bear tossed Diane Boyd over, rolled her around and gave her a few bites on her backside before she played dead. Again, the bear lost interest and wandered off. Playing dead in this scenario isn't necessarily a guarantee, but it definitely increases your odds of survival. And what if the bear attacks you while you're swimming? This is actually a rare occurrence. There have only been about a dozen documented bear attacks while humans are swimming. So luckily we have a lot of data on what to do in these situations. If a bear comes up to you while you're swimming, the first thing you want to do is exit the water as quickly as possible and fight back. Don't play dead, don't run away, and don't try and lure the bear away. Your best bet is to fight back. And what exactly does fighting back look like? According to the data, throwing your hands and splashing the water with your feet is the way to go. Essentially, you want to make yourself look big and scary. We know this works because a couple of these attacks were actually stopped by swimmers who splashed water with their hands and feet, stood on their tippy toes, and tried to look as big as possible. So what if a bear attacks you while you're hiking? Well, similar to a charge while you're running, if the bear charges you while you're hiking, try and run up a tree. But if that's not an option, then fight back. According to the same study we mentioned earlier, fighting back against a charging bear is your best option. So basically, make yourself big, stand on your tippy toes, and throw your arms over your head. This has been shown to be successful in stopping charging bears. However, what if the bear doesn't charge you and instead knocks you down and tries to eat you? Well, in these cases, protecting your head and neck is key. Curl up into a ball, protect your head, and wait for the bear to leave. Finally, what if you're in bear country, but you never see the bear? Sometimes bears can sneak up on you and knock you off your feet without you ever seeing them coming. In these instances, protect your head and curl up in a ball. Protecting your head is key in any bear attack. After a bear attack, it's important to move to a safe location and assess your injuries. Even if you don't feel seriously injured, it's important to check for injuries, especially to your head, spine, and hips. It's not uncommon for adrenaline to mask pain after a traumatic event like a bear attack. So take the time to assess your injuries and move to a safe location, if needed. Bear attacks are relatively rare, but if you're going to be spending any amount of time in bear country, it's important to know how to react if you find yourself in one. Hopefully this video will help you be prepared, because you never know when a hungry bear might be lurking in the bushes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more first aid and wilderness medicine tips. Stay safe out there.